In my last pick, last week in NFL Week 9, they wrap up 7 and 7. I got 7 incorrect together and 7 incorrects. We got the Colts fell to Steelers, the Raiders lose to Jaguars, Bengals lose to the Bears. That was a tie. Packers lose to the Panthers somehow. Lions lose to the Vikings. Commanders lose to Seahawks because Jaden Daniels was injured, and then Cowboys somehow lose to Arizona Cardinals. So they wrap up 7 corrects here with Baltimore, Denver, LA Chargers, Buffalo, New England, San Francisco, and LA Rams are 7 corrects. And now we approach the mid-season halfway point, the NFL season. And now it's time for the NFL Week 10 predictions. And we'll be see right now the NFL Week 10 picks is coming as the mid-season is coming your way. For now, we're going to start things off for the AFC West rivalry featuring Las Vegas Raiders and Denver Broncos. The Raiders 2 and 6. The Broncos AFC West lead with 7-2. And I'm gonna say this: the Broncos gonna tight one. No, that's not a tight. We're gonna take a dominating victory over the Raiders by 17, 27-10, won by Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. Jaguars and the Texans, and believe we're gonna get C.J. Stroud down here. So instead, C.J. Stroud will shut him down over Trevor Lawrence. So that will be a winning by 7 in a close one, 23-16. So the Texans will take it over the Jaguars. Next up, the Browns and the Jets. You know the Jets already won the first victory after the bye. So now we're going to get to pick up back-to-back victories. So I'm going to say the Jets will jump down here over the Browns by 10, 24-14 for the Jets. Next, we got the Bills and Miami. And Josh Allen gonna get dominant victories. So I'm gonna get Josh Allen and the Bills will get the dominant win over those Dolphins teams. So I'm gonna say the Bills will dominate over the Dolphins 34-3. And the last one, the AFC with the NBC Sunday Night Football heads to SoFi Stadium in LA, featuring Aaron Rodgers of the Pittsburgh Steelers take on Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think will be a close one. And I'm gonna say the shootout might be a shootout or so. I'm gonna say Chargers will win over the Steelers by 5, 39-34. And next we have the interconference here, AFC versus NFC. For AFC versus NFC, we got a Burnley matchup as the Germany. We got the Atlanta Falcons, the surging without Michael Penix Jr. take on Daniel Jones of the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm gonna set the Colts will win over the Falcons by 21, 34-13. Next, we got the Ravens and the Vikings, and Lamar Jackson's getting stronger, I believe. So we're gonna set back-to-back Ravens victory, three in a row. So Ravens win 3 straight victories over the Vikings by 17, 24-7. Next up, we got a CBS Game of the Week featuring Drake and May of the New England Patriots take on Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I believe this could be another close one. And down to the wire here, nothing less, the Patriots will shut down over Tampa Bay in overtime, 30-24. And now move on to the last one, the NFC with the Giants host the Bears. The Bears host the Giants, and Caleb Williams gonna get stronger, so I'm gonna get the Red Hot Bears would get it done over the Giants. So I'm gonna say the Bears will defeat over the Giants by 17, 36-19. Saints and the Panthers. Bryce Young gonna get dominated again here after a huge upset victory in Green Bay. So Bryce Young, we're gonna get an easy victory and shut down against those worst teams, the Saints. So I'm gonna get the Panthers will dominate and crush the Saints win. So I'm gonna get the Saints will fell by 20. So 27-17 won by Bryce Young. Cardinals and the Seahawks. And the Cardinals already won the first snap of 5-game losing streak, since it was a 5-game losing streak started 2-0 but ended up in 5-game, but he ended 3 victories, so only have 3 wins with New Orleans Carolina, and Dallas. So I'm gonna say the Seahawks will win. Sam Donald keep it another hot, so stay in this hot. So I'm gonna say the Seahawks will win in the close one again, 23-17. Next, we got the rematch for Week 5. That was 49ers opposite the Rams. So here again, Rams and the Niners. Gonna be a close one between Matthew Stafford and Christian McCaffrey. So gonna be a close one. I'm gonna set the well, close one. Which one? I believe we're gonna go. The Rams will win by 3. So we're gonna set the Rams will win 23-20 down to the wire here in LA, in San Francisco. Detroit Lions take on Washington Commanders. It was the rematch of the NFC divisional round. Was the upset. The Commanders take down Detroit. And then we're gonna revenge will be Jared Goff for a bench without Jaden Daniels. So Jared Goff will get a victory over those Commanders team. So I'm gonna say it by 14, 34-20. And last but not least, ESPN Monday Night Football will wrap up for the rematch of the NFC wildcard game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And it would be a shootout between Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. And we're gonna go set the Eagles will getting in a close one, another close game and close contest. It would be another shootout. So I'm gonna set the shootout. I'm gonna set the Eagles will win over the Packers. I'm not gonna set the shootout, so I'm gonna set which one? 31-28. That will be a close one here in Green Bay. So the Eagles will gain job over the Packers. So here's the standings here in the AFC. Indianapolis, Denver, and New England keep it 8-2. Pittsburgh 5-4. Buffalo 7-2. Chargers 7-3. Jacksonville and Kansas City 5-4. Texans, Baltimore 4-5. Cincinnati 3-6. Jets, Raiders, Browns are 2-7. Miami 2-8, and then Tennessee last place was 1-8. On the other hand, in the NFC, Philadelphia, Seattle, and LA Rams together 7-2. Detroit, Tampa Bay, and Chicago 6-3. Green Bay have 5-3-1. Carolina, San Francisco 6-4. Minnesota 4-5. Dallas 3-5-1. Arizona, Atlanta 3-6. Washington Commanders 3-7. Giants 2-8. And last place was the Saints. So this would be wrap up for the NFL Week 10. So the mid-season begins the journey. You saw Sauce Gardner joins the Colts. Cowboys lose the Jets. Something happened. You never seen this. So we have the new roster. So the Sauce Gardner is no longer for the Jets. So replaced to the Colts. Another strongest Indianapolis looking for another good one without doing anything. So then you see my last video. You see the last video on Sunday. That was a championship clinch when Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks sweep the Miami Heat in American Airlines Arena Road 4-0. And now that we wrap up for the NBA 2014 season is over. However, there will be a return of the Choose Your Team with Real Decided returns come back. So Real Decided is returning coming soon. So there will be wrap up for the week 11 of the season. This is gonna be a great game. So that will be wrap things up here for the NFL Week 10 predictions. This is Andre Kenshin. Here's the Week 11 predictions here. Week 11 matchups: Thursday Night Football, the Jets take on the Patriots. Sunday Night Football will be Detroit and Philadelphia, and Monday Night Football would be Dallas and Las Vegas. Any week buys in Week 11 only have 2 games for bye. Indianapolis and New Orleans are only bye weeks. So time to take care of business. And so long everyone, and peace out. Good night, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for the NFL Week 11 predictions. So time to take care, and so long. Take care, and see you guys for the next week, Week 11. So long, and peace. And you know that the Oklahoma City Thunder got the first loss. We lost by Portland. And that will be wrap things up. It's over, and take care. Peace, and good night.